everyone, Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Today I'm going to make a lovely card with you using the Sailing Home stamp set and the coordinating smooth sailing dies. These are absolutely awesome, I love them. I've recently done a Stampin' Selections kit using this, and so at the end of the video, if you stay, you'll see a further 4 samples using this set. So I have already done the card base because the main focus is going to be some watercolouring. So this started life at 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, scored in the middle at 4 1/8. And the DSP layer here is from the Come Sail Away suite, and it Come Sail with, is it Come Sail Away? Yeah. And I've cut this to 4 by 5 3/4, and then I've done a white cardstock layer inside, which is exactly the same size, 4 by 5 3/4, and then I've just used an offcut of DSP here just to make the inside look nice, and that's 1 inches by 5 3/4. Okay, so that's our base ready. I did it beforehand to save time. So today we're using watercolour paper. Now we use watercolour paper when we're doing watercolouring, and the reason being is that the paper holds water better. Now you can do this what I'm doing using normal white cardstock, but if you get it too wet, it will warp to a state where you can't really use it very much, and if you get it really wet, it'll just fud. You'll get like fluff forming and it'll almost bubble. So watercolour card is why, that's why we use watercolour card, because it holds water better. So the first thing I'm going to do is a bit of a sea kind of a background, and I'm using Seaside Spray and Soft Sea Foam. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the ink on a clear block. So one for the Seaside Spray, make it another one. No, that's Soft Sea Foam, I beg your pardon. And then one for the Seaside Spray. Just make sure that block's clear. And put some, and you're just transferring the ink onto there. Alright, I'm just going to shut the lid on those so that I don't stick my arm in them. Make sure I'm in shot. And I'm using Stampin' Up! Aqua Painter. They're awesome fun to play with, and I've just got a bottle. I've taken the sticker off it, and it's getting all fluffy from being in my drawer. It's just a bottle that I use to spray water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray each of these blocks with water as well, because I want that water to be, that ink to be nice and watery. Alright, so then I'm getting my aqua painter and I'm picking the colour up, and I'm smooshing the Seaside Spray across the top of my card. Okay. And as I'm going, I'm squeezing my aqua painter to release more water as well. Alright, and then I'm just going to go and I'm going to move that to one side, and I'm going to do the same with the Seaside Spray. So that one's Soft Sea Foam, and the bottom one is Seaside Spray. And all I'm doing is I'm just going to moosh that on, and as I'm wiggling the ink about, I'm squeezing the aqua painter as well to add more water, and then that will help that ink to smoosh about and blend in. So you've got a bit more water. It's a little bit. I'm just going to add a bit more water with my spray bottle just to water down that bottom half a bit, and I'll just move it about so that the colours spread and you get a cool look then. Alright, and then I'm just going to dry my work surface. So you've got quite a subtle look there. It's not strong colours, it's subtle. Okay, it's not meant to be strong. So I'm just going to dry my surface, and then you do need to dry it with a heat gun or leave it to dry naturally. Okay. Make sure that before you go any further, it is completely and utterly dry. Now you can see those two colours blending together now, so that it's not really, you know, so it's kind of like, it just looks seamless and it's blended. And what I just want to do is I just want to add a little tiny touch of the blue up here. So I'm just dotting it about, and then I'll just spray it. Just smoosh it about. There we go. That's better. And you just keep playing with it until you're happy with the colours, and then get it dry. Just flatten it with your hand as you're drying it. It'll encourage that paper to lie flat. There we go. Okay, so there's my background. Super simple watercolouring. So what I'm going to do now, I've got some Night of Navy here, and I've got some little birds in the stamp set here. We're going to use the birds, and we're going to use the sailing boats. So if I just ink up those birds in that Night of Navy, and I'm just going to stamp in the top right corner there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my sailing boats. Now I've pre-stamped and pre-cut these to save on time again, using the coordinating thinlets, which dies, smooth sailing dies. We call them dies now, not thinlets. So I've stamped my images again using Seaside Spray. Alright, and all I have to do now is layer them up using some dimensionals. Super easy card, nothing complicated. Okay, in fact, yeah, I'll just put my dimensionals on, and then I need to really get my watercolour base onto my card before I start and add anything, so that I know it's nice and straight. Okay, so I've just bobbed those there, and then I need to just add this to here. I might just distress the edges of that, actually. I don't often like just straight edged cards. It's just for some reason I don't like it. I like it to be a little bit different. Okay. Get rid of that fluff. That's better. I just don't like straight, plain, boring edges. It's just not me. And I can just glue that because the paper's gone nice and flat now. It's perfectly fine to glue. Sometimes if it's a bit warped, it's easier to use like foam tape or something, but that's fine. It'll go on perfect. So I'll just bob that on there, like so. Get it kind of central, although I'm not worried if it's not perfectly straight. Give it a press. And then I can add my little sailing boats, and then we're going to do a sentiment. Now when we finish this card, I'm going to show you some others that I have made using the same suite, although only my kit customers got the complete instructions for those. So there we've got two very simple sailing boats there, beautiful. And what I've done also is I have cut this, I don't know where I want that now. I might just move my boats up. Excuse me while I just change my design. Oh dear, just move those up slightly. Because I do want, there we go, I just need room for that banner. So this is also one of the dies from the set, and what we're going to do is we're going to stamp a little sentiment using Night of Navy again. I did have a little piece of cardstock, where's it gone? There it is. So we're going to use the congrats because I've done it before and I know that it fits nicely on this banner. And I'm going to just stamp that first. Let me get a clean block. There we go. No, that one's not clean. I'd like a clean block, please. I can hear my dogs going bananas in the garden. It really distracts me when I'm doing a video and they start probably seeing a bird or a cat or something, goodness knows. Right, so it's that way. Don't suppose it matters because I'm going to punch it out. Oh, that one says thanks. Is that going to fit on there? That's not the right sentiment. Told you they've distracted me. I wanted this one that says congrats. There we go, don't want that one. But what a lovely sentiment. It's just not the right one, Amanda. Right, so I'm very easily distracted. I do apologise. I'll get a grip now. Blooming dogs. There we go, it's that way. I'm not stopping my video, and I don't edit because I'm too, I haven't got time for that. I haven't got time for it. By the time I've edited a video, I could have made another card. I'd rather be creating. Thank you very much. So I'm using my classic label punch to punch that out. Because then I know that will layer from experience. I know if you do that, it cuts those edges straight and it will layer perfectly in that banner there. So I'm just going to snip the ends off. Being very careful not to smudge it because that will still be wet. Okay. And then you can use a little bit of Tombow. I'm absolutely thrilled. I've got my back order of Tombow. So if you're in Europe and you've got Tombow on back order, they're starting to come through. I'm going to turn my banner that way, and I'm going to add my congrats there and centralise it. There we go. And then we want some dimension on there, so a little bit of dimensionals on the back of there. I've got very inky fingers. I don't want to make a mess of my card. So, and then that Night of Navy, this is quite pale, but this Night of Navy just makes it, and I just want it hanging off the edge, I think. Just makes it pop. And I think that's really lovely. So as promised, I'm going to show you some more samples that I've made using this set. So let's just zoom in ever so slightly. Okay, so this is the first one using the sailing boats, and it has inspired this card. And here I've used the little trinkets and I've cut some vellum. And I've done that one on a circle. Okay, layered it the same inside. So that's that one. Alright, and then another one that I did with the same set is this one here, and I've done the lighthouse and the wheel and the anchor, and I've layered it up with some of the other papers underneath and added some washi tape, which is actually from the Pressed Petals suite, but I just think it goes awesome. And then this was another one with just the anchors to decorate. And this is another beautiful die that's in the set. Stunning, and there are the dies to cut the anchors out when you've stamped them. And then the final one is here, and you've got these little dies here to create a compass. And I added these on with a brad so that they do move. So that is my Come Sail Away little showcase for you. So in total I have made 5 cards very easily and very quickly with that suite. Let's just zoom out. You know, and the possibilities are endless. So go and give that a try. Get watercolouring, it's awesome fun. I'll leave the details over on my blog, scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Bye.